Hi everybody, so today I've got another Dior release. So this is their new Luminizer collection. So I've picked up two shades, two pinks actually, shades 3 and 4 in two different formulas. The pink Halo and the pink Strobe. And I'm going to try these on side by side. I'm also going to try them together on my eyes. So I'm really excited, especially for this Strobe one. I've got swatches of these to show you as well, and then we're going to try them on. And I've picked up two shades from their Nude and Roses lip collection. And these shades are an extension to the Dior Addict line, and I've picked up one of the new cases to show you. So I'm going to show you two of the shades. I've got a pinky and a brown, and I'll show you this case a little bit more closer. I've also got another lip liner and another lipstick from Dior, which aren't in this collection, but I'm going to show you those anyway, so I'll do that right at the end. So I'm really excited. I love a Dior release. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Hannah, I'm 48, I'm not a professional, I'm just somebody who really loves makeup and beauty, and here on my channel I show you the latest releases, review them, and give you any beauty news, and show you my favourite looks as well. If you think you'd enjoy this sort of content, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel, and if you're already subscribed, welcome back. I really do appreciate you being here. And if we're looking at my skin tone for these sorts of shades, I've got fair to light skin with predominantly cool but a little bit neutral undertones, and I've got combination skin. Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's get straight into this video. So only yesterday I was sat out in my summer room filming the new release video, because these just released yesterday. They've arrived this morning and here I am midday already filming with them, which was quite a shock actually. So before I do anything at all with these, I've just filmed a swatch video of these, so I'll show you the swatch video.
You're something beautiful, electric chemical. You take my breath away, feel my emotions push and pull. Shooting stars in your eyes, you're bringing me to life. Love how you say my name, you make it feel like summertime. When you reach out your hand, I find myself again.
So on the website description, it says how Dior has reinvented its Luminous Glow Powder, and they are now available in 3 new finishes. I've picked up 2 of these finishes. So we have the Halo for a crystal glow, which is this one. Then we have the Strobe, which is a duochrome shimmer, which is this one. And then there are 2 shades in the Sequin, which is very glittery, which is why I didn't pick those up. So I will pop a picture up of all 6 of these so you can see them up close now. And you can see the shades I didn't get. I didn't go for the lightest halos because the nude and the gold, the nude would probably work on me, but I'm not sure if it's a shade I love on me. Gold is usually not so good on me. I think it's better on warm tones. Pinks I tend to love on me, whether they work on me or not. I just love pinks. And the pink Strobe, I don't know whether it'll work, but it looks glorious. And the blue Strobe just looked a bit odd, in all honesty. I didn't think it would work for me unless it was a real party look, but I thought it would look gorgeous on the eyes. And the Opal and Copper sequins, I told you I skipped because they are just too much for me, too much glitter. So these are £48 each. They come in this lovely, very, very shiny packaging. It's a very lightweight packaging, not heavy in the slightest. You're getting this nice mirror with it, and then obviously we're getting the nice embossing in there. It's quite a deep embossing, so hopefully an embossing that will last quite a long time. So I think what I'll do today is I'll sort of apply this all over the cheek and as a highlighter, so you can see both ways, especially with this one, because if you've got my skin tone, you might be eyeing this one up as a glowy blush, which is sort of what I'm hoping it would be for me. But I will try it both ways. So what I'm going to do first is I'll go into shade 3, which is the Halo formula, which is offering a crystal glow finish, it says. And I'm going to use my fan brush to just apply it as a highlight. So at the moment, I've just got a little bit of bronzer and no blush at all on my face. So I've got my Refa 20 fan brush. So I'm just going to take this over here. Quite a bit of powder coming off there. And now I'm going to just take this on the top of my cheeks. I can see straight away that's given me quite a lot. I don't think this one could be a glowy blush actually. It's way too light. Sorry, I've just got one of my hairs coming forward there. It's way too light to be a glowy blush. So maybe I won't even try to apply that one as a blush. Maybe I'll just do the other one both sides. I don't think there's any point. It's way, way, way too faint of a pink to be any sort of glowy blush. You can see that, but it's also a perfect shade match for me. I don't think it is too pink at all, this one. Pinks can be too bright, but as you can see, this is a really sort of pale pink, perfect for light complexions. So I don't know how well this will work on all complexions. So I'd love to know if you try this, if you've got more of a light medium, how does it look on you? I would love to hear back. But certainly on my fair skin, I think that's a really, really nice finish. Look at that. That is beautiful. Definitely one for taking down the nose and above the Cupid's bow. So like I said, I don't think I would apply that all over as a glowy blush. So I think I'll go straight into this one, the Strobe one, the one I was most excited about, because this one's got this duochrome. They have a really silky soft finish as well, and when you swatch them, they are just so smooth. Look at them, aren't they gorgeous? If I just swatch the other one actually here, because you see it slightly differently. When in my swatch video, that's in natural light, and here underneath the studio lights you get to see them a little bit better, but not quite as realistic as in natural light. So it's nice to see both versions. So here it is underneath the spotlights. Isn't it beautiful? So I'll apply this as a highlighter. So this is where I fear it could be too much for my skin tone, and maybe much better suited to the sort of light medium and even dark skin tones maybe. Bit of kickback there. So I'll take this. Yeah, definitely too dark for me for a highlight. I can see straight away. Not a highlight shade for me. Applying very smoothly, but I would say the Strobe looks like it's possibly showing up texture a little bit more than the Halo formula, even though all highlighters show up texture. So I've got nearly 50-year-old skin, and I do have plenty of texture, and it is showing them up a little bit there, a little bit more there, but this is definitely not a highlight shade. So I'm going to use my blush brush to apply this as a glowy brush, but going by the amount of shine I've just got from that, I do think this is going to be a very glowy blush. I hate it when I've just used the word brush and then I have to follow it with blush because it just ends up coming out bleh. Anyway, so let's go into the Strobe. There's the brush. You can see it's quite a lot of pigment on there. So this is my Rapha brush. I'm just going to pat this on initially as I would a blush. Oh yeah, that is working as a glowy blush. Look at that. Wow. Very, very glowy. We're talking Rare Beauty level here. And because of that, I thought I'd just quickly grab my Rare Beauty blushes. So this is the blush that launched last year, the powder blush. Now obviously these are very glowy. They are like highlighters. So I've got here Happy, if you want to see Happy alongside this, shade-wise. And then I've also got Chia. So it's definitely closer to Happy, I'd say. So if I do a swatch of Happy alongside this, then you can see what I mean about being more glowy, which I think it is. And obviously less pigment because Happy is actually a blush. So here is Happy, which we know is probably the glowiest blush ever. And here is the Strobe from Dior, Pink Strobe. So you can see it's definitely showing up more of a glow there. So it really is a big glow. So you do have to be happy to have your texture emphasised a bit, because I can certainly see texture there, which I don't normally see so much. I see it because I do apply highlighter and I like highlighter, and even though I'm reaching 50, I'm quite happy to show a bit of my texture if it means I can wear highlights because I love it. So that's a choice, and that is a choice that I'm happy with, but obviously it needs to be something you're comfortable with. I don't think I'd want to apply too much more of this, but it certainly is a lovely glowy blush. But like I said, you have to be happy to embrace the glow. I'm taking it slightly into the eye because I'm going to actually be putting it on the eye, so I'm just connecting them a bit and bringing it up a little bit. And I think what I'll do on this side is I'll put a bit underneath the shade 3, the Halo Pink. So I'll just go in with my Sonia G Buffer Pro. That is absolutely beautiful. I love it. And I think what I'll do as well is go back into the pink halo and take a little bit on the fan brush and put that on the top of this side, just so that both sides are actually the same. So you can see now that that is a really, really good highlighter for me. It really is perfect. I'm really happy with that as a highlighter. And I'm loving this one as a super glowy blush. But it really does have to be on a day when I'm happy to shine a lot, because that is a lot. It's going to be something I'd use occasionally. It would never be everyday wear for me. Very much, I don't know, a very pink look I'm going for, and very summery, I think. I'm not sure if I'd wear something like that, maybe winter, autumn. But yeah, I do really like it, and I think, but I do prefer this one. I think this formula is much better, and I think for mature skin people are probably going to prefer this. It's just quite exciting to try this sort of duochrome strobe. It very much depends how you feel. But I think what I'd most like to use this one for is on my eyes. So today I've actually got the Viseart Violet Vespertine, or this Vespertine, I think it's Vespertine actually. So I've got this on my eyes. I haven't finished with the mascara, and I haven't really put an awful lot across the lid. I've just put a light wash of the lightest matte from that palette, and I'm going to go in with this using my finger across one eye, and I'll try the other one on the other eye. So let's see how this looks. Actually, do you know what I'll do is I'll put both on both eyes. I'll use the lightest one in the first third of the eye, and I'll use this one on the from there to there, so the 2/3 of the mobile lid. But can you see how much that's really, really showing up every single line in my eye? Yeah, so it is a little bit too much. It would look a bit more pink if I wasn't putting it down on top of a powder. Just for reference, I'll show you the actual shade across my lid right now. So from the Viseart palette, this is the shade I've got all over the lid, and this is the shade I've got on the outer parts and lining. So just these two. So it would look a little bit more pink than that if you didn't have the powder underneath. So I'll do exactly the same on this side. It is very pretty, it really is. Like I said, you just have to feel comfortable with that really emphasised texture side of it. Can you see the duochrome in it? I think it shows up a little bit more on the eyes than it did on the face. So you can sort of see a shift between the pink and a slightly silvery touch, or even goldy. It's sort of in between. It's not a full-on gold. I'm not sure what the duochrome is supposed to be. It's not quite a silver. I do really like that actually. I think that's really pretty. And now I'm going to go in with the one I think that will look even nicer. So this one is the pink halo. This actually feels different, which I suppose it should. It feels more of a powder, this one, whereas this one has more of a silk finish, I'd say, the way it feels, and this one feels more powdery. Yeah, definitely does. I need to make sure I use the right finger now. So taking the pink halo on the inner section. Yeah, it's just a little bit brighter. You can see the difference in shades probably better on the eyes than you can on the cheeks. No, I really like that. I think that's lovely on the eye. Doing this, we can get that cohesive look. So eyes and cheeks are both getting the same shades, and I think that works really well together. I'm glad I got the two now. I really, really like that. I'll just go off camera and put mascara on, and you can see the full effect of the blush, glowy blush, even though it's not a blush, highlighter and the eyes all together. So I've just added a light layer of mascara, and that is the final look. So what do you think? This is exactly the way I want to wear these, and this is exactly how I hoped I could wear these, and I think that they're absolutely stunning. Look at them on the eyes together. I think they are gorgeous. I really do. And then we've got the cheeks matching. So I've got very, very, very glowy cheeks. So like I said, I have to be in the mood for that on the cheeks, but I really like it. I say I have to be in the mood for it, but the more I look at it, the more I see it matching with the eyes, the more I already think I want to reach for this tomorrow. So maybe it won't be quite such a one-off thing. In fact, I'm even going to go back in with a little bit more of this. And see if I can build up that pink a tiny bit more there. Yeah. Oh, isn't that pretty? But my texture is very much emphasized. But these are highlighters at the end of the day, so this is the way I'm choosing to wear them, and I am going for a shade that is too deep really as a highlighter for me, so keep that in mind. This is not a criticism in any way of the product. This is Strobe, this is duochrome, this is quite a deep pink. I am fair, so you would imagine it would do that. You would expect it to do that, and I think it's still got applied very smoothly. There's certainly no bits at all in these. This one's particularly silky. This one's a little bit more powdery, but they still apply beautifully. This is the one I would definitely use the most, and this is the one that I'd have to be more brave for, but now I've used the two together, I absolutely love it. I think it works really nicely as well, that little wash of sort of purple matte. So I love that mixture. So I'm very happy. So now I'm going to move on to the lip products. So the collection that is launched is called the Nudes and Roses collection. So we have, I think it's 10, is it 10? Yeah, 10 shades. 5 of them are sort of nudie browns and 5 of them are nudie pinks, or rose as they're described. So if you just buy the lipstick, this is $39 and it comes in the standard case. And if you want to go for the fancy case, you can swap this case out and put this into the fancy case, which is what I've done with this one. I have actually filmed a more close-up of this, so I'll just play that close-up now.
You're something beautiful, electric chemical. You take my breath.
So this is the Pink Mania case. It's just beautiful. I would have happily bought all 3 cases. I'll pop a picture up now of the 2 cases I didn't get because they are all gorgeous. But this is my favourite of the 3 and I just have to be a bit careful with how much I'm spending. So I think this is probably the best shade for today. But so I'll start with the other one, which is the brown, because I've put the pinky one in here. So I've gone for 2 of the shades. I've actually gone for the 2 I think have got the most depth. So I'll, again, as I did with the cases, I will now put up pictures of all of the shades you can get and I will tell you which each one is called. So here is the first one, 428 Dior. Then we have 380 Pink Desire. Then we have 426 Dior Rodeo. Then we have 212 Tutu. And then we have D Player, which is 786. And then 120 Pink Callisto, love that one, really love that one actually. 734 D Club, 862 Dior Revolution, and then we have the pink one I've got, which is called Dior Charm. I won't put a picture of that because I'll be showing you. And then 872, which is D Dream, and that is this one. So this is the sort of darkest from the collection of the nudie browns. So here it is in the case. I'll do a swatch of it on my hand first. It's lovely, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. And I love this formula. It's always such a lovely moisturising formula, but giving you enough colour to last. See, that's got quite a rich pigment. Not over the top rich, but richer than the others, I think. And it's a lovely, lovely shade. I really like this. Oh yeah. What do you think? Well, that's beautiful. I think that goes quite well with this look actually, even though I said the pink should be the one to go, but I think both of them would go with this look. Oh, I really like that. That is beautiful. Really, really like it. I'm so glad I got it. I would happily go back for more though. I would literally buy, I think there's only 2 shades I thought were a bit warm and orangey that I would skip, but I would literally buy all the rest because they are gorgeous. But again, I have to be a bit disciplined. But anyway, this is 872 D Dream. So the pink shade I've got is number 250 Dior Charm, which you've just seen in my video swatch, but I'll do it again so you can see it here under the spotlight. This is so beautiful. I love this. So let's put this one on. So even though this was the more rich pink, you can see that it's still not a strong colour. So So I'm really glad I went for the ones that looked a bit richer, because they're giving me exactly the pigment that I like for a sort of everyday lip, which is usually the intention, isn't it, with a nude collection. So both of these will go with pretty much everything, they really will. And for me, where cool tones suit me a bit better, I think both of these shades are not particularly cool toned, but I think they really suit me, so I think they work. I'm putting that back in the wrong case, I need to put it back in a nice pink case. So this is 250 Dior Charm. But as I said, I did pick up two that have got nothing to do with this collection, a liner and a lip shade. So I'd just like to show you those, seeing as they arrived at the same time. But quickly, I've just remembered actually, before I do that, let me show you the free gifts I got with Dior, because there's a lipstick in the free gifts, and maybe I'll try that one on first. I was actually quite blown away by the free gifts. I've got them sitting here. I haven't filmed a video of the unboxing. Well, I have actually. I've filmed it, but I haven't edited it, so I'm not going to add it to this video. So look out for a proper unboxing video coming out on my reels on TikTok, Instagram, and here on YouTube, because this was beautiful. I had to film it. I'm a platinum customer with Dior, which means I've gone through the levels of sort of silver, gold, and now reached platinum. And because I stay at platinum with all my purchases for this channel, they keep sending me platinum gifts. So I get gifts quite frequently actually, and sometimes they don't always come with an order, they just come randomly in the post. So they are the most generous gift givers of any brand, without any exception, I've ever bought from. And I know that it's not the same everywhere. I know in the US they're particularly generous, but I know I've heard from some of you in Europe that you don't always get the same gifts. So if you're watching this and you don't get these gifts, I am so sorry, but I have to show you these. I have to show you what I've got here, so that you know, if you're in the UK, if you hit platinum, what sort of gifts you get, because they are something else. So they actually sent me two gift boxes. This was the first one, so the slightly smaller one. And inside here we have this. And this is the lip product, and this is a nail varnish, a red nail varnish. So I won't bother showing you that, but I don't wear red nail varnish. Well, I'm saying that, look what I'm wearing. I don't wear this shade, but I could wear them in the summer on my toes. So thank you, Dior. I will definitely try that on my toes. I do quite like a bright toe. And this is the lipstick. Look at the box. Isn't it stunning? I was just really impressed with that, just the box. And then to see a lipstick in it, which I thought was really cool. So this is number 999 Rouge Dior. And this is in one of their cases, which is one of the refill cases, so you can actually swap them out as well. So I've got another nice case here, which is really cool. But this is a red, and if you know me, I don't wear reds, but I'm going to try it, seeing as I've just got it. So here is the shade. Not a shade I'm comfortable with, but let's see. I'm not going to let this be a really strong cover. I'm going to go in with the brush now and just go on the edges to soften, which is the way I prefer to wear a red. Can you see how much more wearable that looks than when I first put it on? I actually really like it when I've got that really sort of calmed down. I haven't applied that perfectly, but I'll just build it up a little bit more. This is something I wouldn't do for me personally. So there we have 999. Do you have 999? I would never buy red, so I would never have bought this, but now I've got it. Should I need to wear a red, or should I want to wear a red? I've got one. I like the formula, love the packaging. Not a massive fan of a red, but at least I've got a nice high quality red should I need it. So thank you very much, Dior, and thank you for the packaging, and thank you for this beautiful set. And then I got a second box, this bigger one, and I've had to, you'll see what I mean. Let me just stop waffling. I've taken out the bigger item from this, and I'll show you the smaller one. So this is the Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet perfume in this incredible packaging. Look at this. So pretty. I love it. And this contains 10 mils of the perfume. So this is a very nice perfume. So I'm just going to wear this one today, I think. Very, very light, very airy, very florally, but not in a way that I dislike. So very well-known perfume. I'm sure you already know it, but just look at that packaging. Isn't it stunning? But the thing that came with it that was big, which I can't show you because I've already made it up, is this bag. Look at the size of this. So this was sort of folded up in there. So this is like a sort of wash bag, I suppose. In the same print as that lipstick box. I've had a few things in this print now from Dior, so it's quite a big bag. And then it's got these pulleys. It's a really nice material. And then, there we go. Look at that. Definitely taking that on my next trip, which is actually next weekend. I've got a weekend away with my husband because we didn't do anything for Valentine's. So I'll be taking this as my toiletries bag. Isn't it lovely? So yeah, thank you Dior. Honestly, their gifts just never cease to impress me. They seem to get better, they really do. So anyway, now let's finish this look by taking off the red and showing you the last liner and lipstick I got. So these are still actually in the box. So this is the Rouge Dior Contour Lip Liner Pencil, and it comes with a sharpener inside the box. And the shade I've got is 303. Which is Greige Attitude. So I'll show you what that looks like. This is a sort of perfect neutrally brown really. I'll put this on. So their lip liners are very creamy, very long lasting, and on the end you get this little brush. So I can shape that up a bit more, but I don't actually want to. I'm quite happy the way that looks at the moment, and I don't want too much. So it's just giving me a light sort of, well, contour, funnily enough, seeing as that's what it's called, Rouge Dior Contour. And the lip shade I've picked up in the Dior Addict again is number 721 Rose Petal. And the reason I've got this liner is this was the liner recommended by Dior to go with this lipstick. I wouldn't normally pair this sort of shade with the rose, so I'm quite interested to see how this works. So let me show you what the Rose Petal looks like. This is a very light shade. Very good sort of summer appropriate shade, I think. So let's try them on together. And it does work really nicely with that liner. Like I said, I wouldn't have paired those together, so I like getting recommendations. MAC do this, and I always get their recommendations too, because it makes me go outside of my sort of comfort zone. Yeah, I really like that. So that's the Greige Attitude liner and the Rose Petal Dior Addict combined together. Beautiful, aren't they? Anyway, like I said, not part of that collection, but I just wanted to show you. And I love it actually, so shiny. It seems to have a slight shimmer to it, this one, so it may be one of their slightly shimmer finishes. I don't remember reading that when I got it, but it does seem a bit shimmery, doesn't it? Anyway, that is my final look with everything I've tried on today. What do you think of these new luminizers, first and foremost? As you've probably seen, I absolutely love them, and I love the fun of this Strobe². But I definitely prefer the formula of the Halo. I think the Halo is more wearable and more sort of everyday. Together, I think they are fabulous, but they're very much a wow, wow, wow shine. But look at them. I love them together. I can see this becoming an everyday shine that I'm happy to embrace. I love it on the eyes. I just love everything about these. I really do. So I'm very, very, very pleased. And the lips, love both of them. Absolutely adored this packaging. But probably my favourite shade wasn't the pink. I think my favourite shade I've tried on today was actually that deep nude brown, which was the shade 871, the D Dream. I think that was actually my favourite, but I really like all of them. I love this combo as well, but I'm not going to say which is, I'm not including that in my favourites, if you know what I mean, because it's not part of the new release. So that is it from me for today. I do hope you found this helpful. I would love to hear in the comments below, have you ordered any of these, or are you planning on ordering any of them? I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on these. And if you absolutely despise them, I'd love to hear that too. Whatever you've got to say, please do comment below. I love to hear what you're thinking about everything. And if you've enjoyed this, please do hit the like button and the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. It really is so very, very helpful to my channel. And if you're already subscribed, you're at the end of another review, and I appreciate you being here very, very much. And I do hope to see you all again for my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.